show you the different markets, Bittrex, GDAX, which is actually owned by Coinbase, and we're going to kind of go through Coinbase and some of these other sites and kind of show you briefly what they are, how they work, how you can get started. But it'll show you some of the top sites that is being traded on. It'll also show you the price on those particular sites. You can hit the social tab. It'll show you what the team have been talking about on social media. You also have the link for their website. If they have any announcements, maybe there's a hard fork coming, which is similar to a split with the stock market, what a stock does, but usually a fork has to do with technology. They're upgrading the technology, and so sometime it'll do a split. Bitcoin recently did a couple splits, so that's what formed Bitcoin Cash. If you had, let's say, 2 Bitcoin, when they did the split, not only do you have the 2 Bitcoin, but essentially you had 2 Bitcoin Cash as well. So essentially they put free money on the table when they did that split. A lot of people were concerned. They didn't know what would happen when the split would happen. And the next split that came, Bitcoin Gold, people were just rushing to get all their money in Bitcoin so that they could be able to get that Bitcoin Gold. So, and everything we're talking about, make sure you research it. You know, with this industry, it's all about research. You know, look for yourself, get a good understanding of what this thing is about, and you'll have some success investing in it. So under announcement, that's kind of what it talks about, but definitely you can go to CoinMarketCap. I don't see the Coinbase pulled up. Just type in Coinbase in the URL for me. Now at the time, this is the #1 buying, the site to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Pretty soon we're going to have our own exchange coming. It's called NoLo Crypto. We came up with the name because we're going to do a no fee and a low fee exchange. So we're going to minimize those fees and those charges so that traders can be able to keep more of their money. And so being involved in the cryptocurrency industry, we kind of realized some things that were lacking from a lot of these exchanges and a lot of these platforms. And so what we want to do is provide some solutions to those. We want to lower the fees. We want to have better customer service, and we want to do some consolidating. Right now, if you want to get started in cryptocurrency, there's several different sites that you're going to have to go to, as we're showing you now. You got to go to CoinMarketCap. You got to go to Coinbase and set up accounts. You got to do verification. There's some KYC laws, which is know your customer. The government wants exchanges to, since they're dealing with money and to know who they're dealing with. So they want you to enter all this verification information. So once you buy from Coinbase, then you can go over to another exchange, Poloniex. You can trade that Bitcoin, that Ethereum, that Litecoin for what they call altcoins. Altcoins are coins pretty much other than Bitcoin. And so a lot of those altcoins have a tremendous upside. You know, we see people going crazy when they see Bitcoin go from 10,000 to 11,000, but that's just a 10% change in volatility within the market. And some of these other altcoins, we see them go up 20%, 30%, 40%, 50% in one day. And they drop 20 or 30 or 40% in one day, which is a good thing. A lot of times when people get newly involved, when they see stuff dropping, it cuts in half, it drops 30%, they panic. And in investing, they have something that's called FOMO, fear of missing out. And what happens is when you see a currency or a stock skyrocketing, no one wants to miss out on this big boom. And so when new people get involved, they're buying at the top, and then when it drops, they get scared and they say, I don't want to lose all my money, and they sell. Well, an experienced investor, they know that when the market goes down, that's an opportunity to buy. Because if it drops 20% in one day, if it only goes back up to what it was before, you've made 20%. But if it goes up 20% from what it was before it dropped, now you have a 40% margin that you've made your money on. And so you want to always...
This is kind of a chart explaining what Quentin said. You see that? but the price goes up and then it drops a little bit. And this is the part you want to buy into here on the dips. You don't want to buy in here after you see it going up. You kind of want to wait for it to dip down a little bit and you buy here and just ride the next wave.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is Coinbase. It's very simple. Just hit the sign in button real briefly. And so to sign in, you just type in your email address, password. It'll ask you for your name, your date of birth. It'll have you take a picture of your ID and yourself and email that over to them. Takes usually within a day, they'll have that information verified for you. And then you type in your credit card information or your banking information. If you do a credit card, you're able to purchase Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin instantly. You'll get those coins sent directly to your online wallet within Coinbase. If you use a wire transfer, ACH, from your bank account, it'll take anywhere from 3 to 5 days for those coins to be able to show up into your account. And so once they're in your wallet, you want to do one of several things. You really don't want to keep it on Coinbase or keep your money on any type of online wallet if possible. Like Clint was saying, they have the ability to be hacked. They have the ability for their website to be seized, for a number of things to happen. You want to secure those and put it in your own wallet versus letting somebody walk around with your money in their wallet. You want to secure those funds and have them in your own personal wallet. And so if you don't put it in the online wallet, a lot of people do exchange, and so that's what the Bittrex is for. You want to pull it up real quick. I think it was a tab, the 5th tab. And so this is Bittrex. Or hit Bittrex, the logo. Okay, and so when you log in, this is going to be the first page that you see. At the top, you'll see some of the highest daily gainers. Right now, you have coins that's up, what's that, 76.4% in one day. Another coin is 121% in one day. And so literally, if you had those coins yesterday, within the last 24 hours, you would have more than double your money. Now, it's not too many other investments that I know of that you can double your money on a daily basis. These exchanges take a little bit of time to get used to and to work, but I'll run through quickly just some very basic features on how to maneuver. If you click volume there,
where we at?
right over to the right. No, to the left now.
Okay.
Volume. No, hit the actual volume. So when you click that, and if you click it again, it'll take you from what has the most volume today and what has the least volume today. And so you can go up and down and see that volume and begin to analyze the different coins on the market based on volume. You can also see how much they've changed in the market. If you could hit change for me. And so we see the token card, club coin, some other tokens, they're down as much as 20%. A lot of times that's a good signal to buy, especially if it, sometimes it may have did a run, it may have went up 100%. So if it's down 20%, maybe that's not the right time to buy. You may want to see it correct itself a little bit more. But if it's been pretty steady and then it drops, then that's an opportunity to get in and buy. And if you click it again, then you can see the ones with the highest gain. And so that's and then also you can see the date that it was added, which is the last tab on there. And if you click that, it'll take you back to some of the older ones. And then here is some that was just added the end of November. And so essentially, click on just any coin, whatever the top coin is.
Hour later. Saw some pretty big gains on that here the past week.
And so up here in the upper left-hand corner, you see right now it's on the 30-minute candlesticks. You can click that, put it on 1 day. I like 1 day because it really gives you an opportunity to see kind of what's been going on. And this is a new point in the market, but scroll down and I'll let Clint show you a little bit on how to put in orders.
Okay, so if you scroll up a little bit for me.
I don't think you logged in anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not logged in.
Should log in.
And not only are we going over a lot of this stuff now, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, in the search bar, type in NoLo Crypto, N-O-L-O Crypto. We have tons of videos on how to get started in cryptocurrency. We go into detail, I think over an hour and a half, specifically on how to use a couple of these platforms. And so there's details on how to do that. It explains what Satoshi is. Satoshi is when you see on there, say how it says 0.0901 Satoshi, we break that down so you understand exactly what the individual units of Satoshi is. And so it's a lot of detailed information that you can get. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, NoLo Crypto. We also have a Facebook group, NoLo Crypto on Facebook. You'll be able to find our group as well as our page. We have a lot of active information in there, and in a little bit we'll explain a little bit more about our NoLo token as well. But I'll let Clint kind of run through quickly on how this is Poloniex.
Yeah, the other exchange was Bittrex. This is Poloniex. This is a US-based exchange. Very useful platform, very user-friendly. This is the NXT. For a matter of fact, I do own some NXT. It's been doing pretty good over the past week. Hit that 1 week chart down here. So over doubled my money on the past week NXT. If you scroll down a little bit, I'll
Show
show
them real
you
quick
actually
the
how to
market
purchase.
versus the volume.
The market versus the volume.
The
Okay.
candlesticks and the volume on the chart.
How the candlesticks work?
Yeah.
Okay, let's zoom in to the 24-hour. Okay, now these are the candlesticks. With the candlesticks, you have the body of the candlesticks, and then you have the wick, which is the black line, either coming up at the top or coming out the bottom. On the green candlesticks, that shows the increase of price whatever time period that is. I think these are 30-minute candlesticks. So in 30 minutes, it went from here to as high as the wick, but it closed out at the top of the base of the candle. So that's kind of how you read the candlesticks. Like for example, on this one, the red candlesticks, we've seen the price drop. So it started at the top of the base of the candle. It went as low as the wick right here, and it closed out at the base of the candle. So that gives you a lot of information to judge where you think the market is headed from this point on. And that's kind of how you read the candlesticks. These two lines here are the moving averages. That just show how the price has been moving over, I think this is a 10-day and a 7-day moving average. So that's kind of how you read the candlesticks. Down here is the volume. You want to see high volume, especially if you're day trading. If you see high volume, that means you're going to see a lot of volatility. You're going to see a lot of price movement, and that's always a good thing. Scroll down so I can show you how to actually purchase it. Okay, let's say I like what I see on the chart, and I actually want to purchase some NXT. So right here, this is the current price of the NXT. So I will type in the amount that I want to purchase. Say, let's say I want to purchase 10 of them, and it'll auto-fill the USD price of what I'm actually going to pay for those 10 coins.
Now, you also don't have to pay the price that is currently listed in up there. Right now it's listed at 42 cents, a little over 42 cents in US dollar tether. But let's say you say, I think the market's gonna go down. And so what I wanna do is I wanna pay 0.35 or 0.3 cents. And so you can put that order in so that when the market, if the market does what you think it's gonna do, that you will automatically be set up to buy that order. And so you can do the same thing with sale. Let's say you already own 100 NXT, and right now it's sitting at 42 cents, and you say, you know what, when it gets to 63 cents, you know what, I want to sell 10 of the tokens that I have. And you can put that order in, and you can say, you know what, then when it goes up to $1, I want to sell another 10. And then when it goes up to $1.20, I want another 10. And so you can be able to set up those trades in advance. Some exchanges like Poloniex, they'll let you create those orders indefinitely. Recently, Bittrex just made it where you can only do 30 days in advance. So if you have an open order for longer than 30 days, then they cancel that. Versus Poloniex, you can have an order and it can sit there for 6 months. And whenever the market does what you expect it to do, it'll automatically take action based on a previous order that you've already put in. And I'll let Clint kind of explain a little bit about what the stop limit is.
The stop limit. Let's say I want to buy this coin. What is it at? $42 right now. And let's say, okay, if this coin drops below a certain amount, I want to sell it. Let's say I'm only willing to lose 2 cents on this coin. So I will put a stop limit at 40 cents, right? And so if this coin drops...
No, put the stop at 0.04. I mean 0.4.
Yeah, at 40 cents. So basically, I will be able to cut my losses at any point of time that I please. Let's say I only want to lose X amount if this price goes down. I can actually preset that.
But here's the thing: the stop price is what initiates this trade. But that's not necessarily the price that you're going to be able to sell that NXT at. Because if the price is dropping, when it initiates this trade at 0.04, you may not be able to sell it at 0.04. So you might need to sell, you can set your limit at 0.38. And what that does is it ensures that if it goes to 0.4, that it'll start selling all the way down to 0.38. Because sometimes it may hit 0.4 and then drop to 3.9. And if your limit is set at 0.4, it won't sell it at 3.9. So even though the sale initiated, it won't do anything because now the price has dropped to below what your limit is. Does that make sense to you guys? So you want to set your limit a little bit less than what your actual stop is. Stop is what initiates it. The limit is saying go ahead and sell it if it drops down to 0.38. Because what can happen is, again, if you set both of them at 0.4, it may hit that 0.4 and drop, then it won't sell yours until it comes back up to 0.4. And so you want to be able to catch it before it drops below what you feel comfortable doing.
What's that? Yeah, I think the buy orders, you just buy and sell orders. This is the volume of people buying and selling at this exact moment. That's always good. The market depth is a good way to judge if there's going to be any big swings in the market. Generally, if you're kind of day trading it, you want to see an open B. If there's a big wall here on either the buy or the sell side, that means there's a lot of people buying at that specific price. So you kind of want to stay away from that. And that pretty much covers.
Scroll back up to the top for me, please, Marcus. And one of the things that Poloniex offers is two things: lending and margin trading. And we'll go over these real briefly because we're going to do some in-depth videos. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, NoLo Crypto, and we'll have some detailed videos explaining all of this, but I want to briefly go over it. So hit lending real quick for me, Marcus. And so what lending does is, let's say you have coins and you plan on holding them for at least a couple days before you get ready to sell. What you can do is you can lend your coins to people who are doing margin trading. And I'll explain what margin trading is in a little bit. Now, loaning someone you don't know money kind of sounds scary. Like, why would I loan these people money? Like, what do I get out of it? One, you get interest rates. And here you're getting 0.0085. And that's your daily interest rate. And if you multiply that times 365, you'll figure out what your annual percentage interest rate that you can get on a yearly basis. And so your money's always protected. Even though you're loaning these people coins, you're never at risk of losing money, because what they'll do is they'll only allow their account to go down to a certain level, and then it'll liquidate and pay you out. And so if you got coins sitting there, just sitting around, you can lend these tokens out to people, and you can earn daily interest rate on your money versus your money just sitting there doing anything. So not only do you have the opportunity to make the money when the cryptocurrency rises and falls, you also have the ability to make the money when on your interest rate as well. So I'll let Clint explain a little bit about what the margin trading is.
Margin trading. Now, margin trading can get kind of dangerous, but it's kind of risky, but it can be very profitable if you know what you're doing. With margin trading, you can short or bet against certain positions. Let's say I think Bitcoin is going to fall today for whatever reason. I can margin trade it. And basically what margin trading is you're leveraging the amount of coins that you already have already. Let's say I only have 1 Bitcoin. With margin trading, I can leverage 3 Bitcoins with the margin trading. So that's the basics of it. For the new beginners, I recommend you kind of stay away from margin trading until you get more experience.
And like I said, we will do some detailed videos explaining exactly how to do the margin trading for people who do want to get involved in it and test the waters. Just click on the Facebook tab up there, Marcus. The next one.
NoLo Crypto.
So this is our Facebook page. We also have a website. Make sure and check it out, nolocrypto.info. It'll have some information about our new platform that's coming out. It's going to be a cryptocurrency exchange. You'll have the ability to buy and sell cryptocurrency just like Coinbase. You also have the ability to trade cryptocurrency for altcoins, similar to what you've just seen on Poloniex as well as Bittrex. What we're also going to do is have credit card integration within your wallet. So what you'll be able to do is get a cryptocurrency debit card, and so you'll be able to make everyday purchases deducting from your cryptocurrency wallet. And so what we're going to do is help you integrate, your everyday purchases within the cryptocurrency industry. We'll have news, things that's going on in the cryptocurrency space. So make sure you go here, like our page, and again, subscribe to our channel. You'll get more information about our token coming out and exactly what it's involved in and what we're doing with the NoLo Crypto. And so Clint has a little bit more information that he wants to present, and I think Marcus has some more information.
Yeah. This is some quick tips on the best cryptocurrencies for 2018. These are some must-have. Hit that button for me. When looking at these cryptocurrencies, I put together a very small portfolio of big gainers that I think I'm going to see in 2018. We're going to look at the PTP. We're going to look at the product, the team, and the price. Those are three things. Those are three things that we definitely want to see when looking at these coins. The first coin that we're going to look at is Storage Coin. Now, what Storage Coin is, it's a decentralized way of storing data around the world globally. Basically, what people can do is they can literally rent their hard drive out. And for them renting their hard drive out, they will receive cryptocurrency. Now, data storage is a very big industry around the world globally. So here's a way you can kind of profit off of it. What the price is at now is 80 cents. It has an all-time high of $2.20. Now, it's good to buy at this cheaper rate, like Quentin said here. You definitely don't want to buy at the highest price here. You want to wait till it dips down, and that's what that 80-cent price is. You want to buy at 80 cents here and wait for it to go back up to that 22 cents and even higher than that 22 cents. Here in 2018, I think we're definitely going to see a close to $10 price range on this storage coin. Right now, it has a market cap of about $150 million. I think we can definitely see that jump to $1 billion market cap here in 2018. So storage coin, that's definitely a good one. You definitely want to have in your portfolio for this year. Let's go to the next one. The next one is basic attention token. What basic attention token is, it's a decentralized web browser that rewards users tokens for viewing their ads. Right now, on your regular browser, you don't really get rewarded for looking at ads. You got these pop-ups, you know, everybody's selling everything to you. But the only people that get rewarded is the content producer and the advertiser, because they're selling you the product. What this does is this includes you as the user to benefit from some of those gains that these other people are making. So I think that in 2018, this is going to take off, and once the adoption rate starts to increase. The price we have now for this coin is 17 cents. The all-time high is 32 cents. So even if it goes back to the all-time high, you're doubling your money almost. I have a small video explaining a little bit more of what basic attention token is. We can go back to the slides. Yeah. That was one of the developers for Basic Attention Token. He was explaining a little more detail of actually what Basic Attention was And he was one of the chief architects of JavaScript. JavaScript is what everybody uses, so you definitely have some powerful people that are